Ladies and gentlemen, estimados señores y señoras, estoy muy ilusionada hoy de recibirlos en nuestra batalla de unicornios en América del Sur. Entonces, comencemos. I'm very excited to greet you today at the Our Online Unicorn Battle in South America. So, let's start. Please let me introduce my colleague Anna, which is the Chief Partnership Officer of Startup.Network and CEO of Unicorn Cup. Please, Anna.
Hi, Julia, and hola, América del Sur. I'm really happy to be here today and greet you all at our first FinTech battle in this great continent of South America. Our battle is happening thanks to our sponsors, our platinum sponsor, Network VC California Seed Fund, our golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, and our silver sponsor, Silicon Finance. Our event is the world's largest startup pitch competition in 2020 by geography and the number of the events already held this year. The winner of today's online unicorn battle will participate in the Unicorn Cup finals on November 20th. This year, it will be a great grand happening with VCs and prominent startups from all over the world. So please mark a date in your calendar. You cannot afford to miss this wonderful event. And also startups that didn't have a chance to be winners of our unicorn battles that will be pitching live at our Unicorn Cup can participate in our Unicorn Cup at Expo. The best startups will have an opportunity to promote themselves, showcase themselves to top VCs and famous investors. So please apply to be participants of Expo. It is the second season of the Unicorn Cup. Our preliminary unicorn battles are being held on all continents with participants from 125 countries all over the world in 4 industries: health tech, fintech, AI, and general unicorn battles with no special focus, but discovering the most prominent startups that will define tomorrow's future. We are welcoming partners and sponsors who will help us doing this wonderful thing. So if you're interested, please contact our girls, please contact me, and we will talk some more about it. I would like to introduce you to our ecosystem. We are a smart ecosystem that consists of various software solutions and internet platforms that unite startups, investors, business angels, experts, professional scouts, and high-level managers in a single business space, which makes it possible to solve quickly any task in the field of innovation and startups. I'm happy to introduce you to the heart of our ecosystem, Startup.Network, which is a marketplace for startups, businesses, investors, and service providers. Unicorn Battle is the oldest part of our ecosystem. Unicorn Battle is an open competition where startups pitch for private investors and venture funds. We have been able to visit almost any country of the world with our unicorn battles. They used to be offline, but under the circumstances we are all living in, they are online, which is good. You can log in and be with us in any country of the world right from your home. But if you still haven't seen us in your city, in your country, in your region, please contact us and we will be happy to do a battle with you. We had been doing our battles for 11 years already, had done more than 220 of them all over the world, and we are really good in making good matches because our winners have been really successful in raising funds. Our VC community is growing constantly, and we have really vast network of private investors. Recently, we had initiated a special program called Silicon Finance, designated for startups willing to apply to top American accelerators. We help them to relocate to the United States, grant them funds and services worth $50,000. We invite the best speakers and mentors that help startups to become a much, much better version of themselves. And the most recent part of our smart family is Network VC Fund with 2 current strategies. First one, to participate as an investor in our pre-acceleration program for the chosen startups, and the second one to be a lead investor in our Silicon Valley Syndicate Fund. And our Silicon Valley Syndicate Fund is also an interesting entity, but I would like to introduce you to my colleague, Julia, who will tell you some more about the opportunities you have with our Silicon Valley Syndicate Club. Julia, are you with us?
Yes, thank you, Alna. Hi to everyone. I'm Julia Prisizhnuk. I'm Investor Relations of Silicon Valley Syndicate Club. We give an opportunity for private investors and business angels to invest together with us into the best startups that we can find through our global ecosystem. It is an international club. We are officially registered in the USA. Closed club meetings are held online 1 or 2 times a month. Contact me directly if you are interested to know more about the club. I will send my contact to the chat. Good luck to everyone today.
Thank
Anna?
you, Julia. They surely need this luck. And also, please meet Natalie, CEO of VC House. She will tell you what this is all about. Natalie?
Thank you, Anna. Hello, everybody. Glad to see you here today. I'd like to introduce you to our project VC House. This is an invitation-only online community in the network created exclusively for VCs, where they can exchange deals which they participate in as active investors. And what is more, it will be also a platform for specialized offline LPGP events, where family offices and institutional investors have an opportunity to meet VC funds. If you have any questions about VC House or would like to join the VC House, please don't hesitate to contact me directly. My contact is in the chat. And now I'd like to return the floor to Julia, who is the host for today's event, and she'll lead you through our unicorn battle. Julia?
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much for your presentation. Great. So right now, I would like to introduce our partners, which helped us a lot to support our event. And please, greetings to our partners, Klim, 1915 Labs, Sunrise, Palgo Peru, Platzi, Indio VC, and ESO Startups. Thank you so much. And in continue, I would like to present to you our agenda. So during the session of jury introduction, we will have a 1 minute for each jury to introduce themselves. Then we have startups competition, the largest part of our event. Each founder will have only 3 minutes for a pitch, and another 3 minutes for questions, comments, and suggestions by judges. Also, I would like to remind you that it's not recommended to mention about the fundraising you need during your pitch. And after pitching, we have winners announcement, which will after the last founder presentation. After winners announcement, we have a great networking during which we can discuss different interesting questions relating about the common issues in different countries. Thank you. And before we'll start the pitch competition, I would like to greet our honored judges who volunteered their valuable time to our event today. Please introduce yourself and their funds you present very shortly for 1 minute, pointing out the industry, check size, state, and geographical location of startups you invest in. So, dear judge, please, who are ready to introduce yourself? Don't be shy.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, Mateus.
Okay, thank you, Alexander. Hi, everyone. Mateus here. Pleasure to be here again. I represent Steinbock Capital. It's a boutique of private equity and venture capital in Brazil. We focus a lot in fintechs as investments regarding startups. So I really look forward to the pitches today. Brazil is our main area of focus. So I would like to see more of Brazil and credit, funding, and so on. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, or who wanna be next?
Alexander, our CEO and founder.
Okay, no problem. Hello and welcome to our unicorn battle. Our California seed fund usually invests from 50 to 250K. We prefer to invest in the companies which are located in United States or Europe, but now we are actively looking for the other continents, and we are industry agnostic, so we'll be glad to see that any startups, including AI, in which we are really active investing today.
Thank you so much, Alexander. And please, don't be shy to
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
This is Aldo. I'm co-founder of Palgo Peru. We are also a fintech here in Peru. But personally, I coach and advise other fintechs. I believe that the strength that let us grow is when we know each other and share. I already review all your submission. They are all very good, but there will be only one winner. So I wish you the best to all the fighters in this battle. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Aldo.
I'll jump in. Brett Noyes from Unventures. We're an investor syndicate, originally from Silicon Valley, but have relocated to Denver. We're looking at companies globally, and fintech is our main focus, and financial inclusion, and a large outlook at emerging markets. So excited to see the companies present today.
Thank you. So let's continue. We're ready to.
I'm Jordan. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jordan. I'm not volunteering. Anna made me do it. She threatened if I don't do it, she will do horrible things to me as usual. So good morning to all of you, and roosters are up. I am with Silicon Valley Venture Group. We invest in all sorts of technologies. We focus on companies that improve the human condition and focus on making life better for people. Our check size is between 30,000 and 300,000, and our round sizes we like is 300K to 3 million. The message to everybody who's pitching today, be authentic, be yourself, give concise answers, sharp answers, and know that we are here looking for investments. We're not looking to make you feel bad or find flaws in what you do. And I'm always glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for joining us today. We also have it.
Hello, and namaste from India. Thank you, Anna. My name is Preeti Chaudhary, and I am logging in from India today. I represent InfoCrest LLP as the head of investments, partnerships, and alliances, and I'm also the founder of LinkedIn Local India. Sector agnostic, check size being 25K to 150K. Geographical location, mainly India. But now looking at other opportunities as well. It's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Team Startup.Network. All the best to everybody participating today. And everybody is a winner. Thank you very much. Have a very good day, everybody.
Great.
Welcome on board.
So who would like to be the next? You're very welcome.
Can I be next?
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Thanks again for this wonderful invitation. It's always a pleasure to be here. I love to participate with the Startup Battle. It's really nice. I am Marcelo. I am Boston at Drummond Ventures. We have been investing in startups in Brazil and in the US. Right now, we are raising a new fund in Brazil to invest in 15 different companies. We are totally agnostic, but mostly we're looking for fintechs. So here is the perfect battle today for me. I wish all the best to all companies that are gonna pitch today. Okay, thank you again, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you very
Marcelo,
much.
this is Jordan. You remember
Hey,
the yellow
no.
card? Yeah, we're gonna carry it from last time. Red card this time.
You got a pink card? It's yeah.
Pink, yes, you
That's
see,
why I'm
it's
wearing
not
this shirt today, man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
It's something really Jordan style, pink one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Would like to
Yes.
continue.
Would you like to present yourself? You're muted. Please, girls, please unmute kids.
Hi there, it's Keith Herman from IPA Equities. Great to see all of you, all the judges. Looking forward to the pitches. Just want to remind everybody that IPA provides capital, primarily seed round 500,000 to 10 million. We're also excited that one of our affiliate companies, Aura Collective, will be coming out with an announcement shortly that will be providing PR services and marketing for innovative and disruptive tech companies. So we're all about tech, we're about funding and helping companies scale. And look forward to hearing about the companies today. And just to echo what Jordan said, just be your authentic self, do yourself a favor, and learn from the experience.
Thank you. Great. Thank you so much. So, well,
maybe we should move on, right?
Nobody wants to? Please, we have some time to.
I think you are next, Julie.
Okay, so yeah, dear judge, thank you so much for joining us today. And I would like to provide you with some information about the voting. So to start voting, you have just to click the link you have got on your email address, and you will be redirected to the event page. You have to scroll the page to the startup section, and you will see the logos and marks beneath. You have to put marks depending on investment potential from 1 to 5, where 5 is the highest mark and 1 is the lowest. And you have just to put marks without any confirmation buttons. You could change your marks before the voting will be closed. So if you need some help accessing your profile at our event page, please feel free to contact my colleague, Lydia. She can support you during the event. And dear attendees, this information is for you. You have a great opportunity to support our participants. You can register at the event page and give your likes to favorite startups. And really, they need your support, so please. And also, I would like to greet our founders. You will have 3 minutes for pitching and 3 minutes for a QA session. As I have mentioned before, we recommend not to mention any fundraising out loud, because we are broadcasting all over the world and some countries have restrictions in this regard. So please use chat or other channels of communication for this particular reason. And thank you so much. Based on the results of the judges blind voting, one startup will be chosen as a winner of the unicorn battle. And please, you are very welcome. We can say that the winner of the local preliminary unicorn battle will be participate at our Unicorn Cup. So let's get started our session. And the first startup is Expediente Azul. Please, you're very welcome to start pitching.
Hello, everybody. I'm starting to share my screen now. Okay, so Expediente Azul is what we call the secret to digital onboarding quickly and painlessly. The first thing many people see when they want to get a loan for their business or an insurance claim is a list of all the documents that they have to send, and this is the face they usually make. Why? Because as companies or individuals start sending documentation to a bank or an insurance company for a process, always the same thing happens. Some documents are wrong, missing, outdated, missing stamps, signatures, so on and so forth. And this creates a back and forth of emails, communications, and even visits to the physical location until all the documentation is gathered correctly. And what's very important in these processes is that no document means no business. And the technology used in this billion-dollar industry in the loans and insurance sector is usually just Post-its. This in Spanish, I took it in the bank that says the missing documents, or email. And you can see some subject lines like 3rd time's the charm. So you can bet some documents were sent incorrectly at least 3 times. So yeah. And this is where Expediente Azul comes in. Expediente Azul is a white labeled onboarding digital checklist platform that basically shows the customer that wants a loan or wants to file an insurance claim, a list of all the documents he has to send and the status of each and every one of these documents. In green if it's correct, in red if it's incorrect, in black if it's still missing, and in blue if it's waiting for review. And when you click each one of these squares, you see a detailed description of what the document has to have in order for the document to be correct. And if you sent it incorrectly, you can see a description of why it was incorrect. So we clear up the expectation. And what we do every day is we send everybody involved in this document gathering process a summary of what's going on. So everybody's exactly on the same page and they know if we are done. So for the first time, we give financial institutions and insurance institutions visibility on this process so they know exactly on what stage each and every one of these documents is. So we have been working mainly in America and South America. So we have customers in all these regions. And you can see the time to money in terms of when we work with loans has reduced like 2.5 times. But more importantly, we reduced abandonment. So more customers that begin being onboarded with our tool, more of them complete the process of sending all the documentation to the bank or to the insurance institution. In terms of our business model, we charge by usage, so it adapts perfectly to any size of institution. And we have been growing 15% month over month since we started May 2017. This is me, Roberto Ibarra, and I've done apps with millions of users. My co-founder actually brokered large loans, and our vice president of engineering is an expert in AI algorithms and blockchain. So we have a very good balance of knowledge of the industry, business skills, and tech skills. So what we're doing right now is expanding in all these different use cases where we already have customers. This is why we are raising a new round for that, all the way from hospitals to insurance claims, visas, asset tracking, legal processes. And this is where we want to expand to grow our business. So this is me, Roberto Ibarra. We always ask if you know this person. This is the monster that in the movie that asks other characters for the documentation. So if you know this person, please introduce them to us. For sure, they can use our tool to get onboarded. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Roberta, for the amazing presentation. Please, dear judge, if you have some questions, feel free to ask.
Can you tell us about your traction a little bit more?
Yes, so we are working in Mexico, mainly Brazil, Ecuador, Colombia, Puerto Rico, and we have some customers in some islands in the Caribbean, mostly financial institutions, but recently we started out with insurance institutions that also require a lot of documentation from their customers for insurance claims. And also we are working now with hospitals. Hospitals have to send a lot of information to insurance companies to get paid the services they offer patients.
And how many clients do you have today?
65.
65.
Yes.
Great.
65.
Go ahead, Matthias, please.
Sorry, Jordan. I have a question. We actually invest in FIDICs in Brazil and also in a supply chain fintech, and I saw you serve some of them. there are very specific documentation. So I wonder, what's actually your value proposition? You manage any document, or can you also assess and say that if it's good or not good, or it's just a managing platform? Because I see a huge spectrum of industries, and actually you need some expertise to do well in some of this one. I wonder.
Yes, we are focused more on the process that happens, on the interactions that happens between human beings to put documentation together. So our platform is like a checklist platform where you can put any kind of process in there. We do have some validations that everybody uses, like quality, for example. If the document is not readable, then what's the point? So everybody has the same issues. And we focus more on what kind of reminders we have to send people so that they don't forget about sending information. When do we have to when do we have to escalate to send notifications by SMS or WhatsApp, when by email? So we are focused more on how people put documentation together.
What is the AI?
And actually just analyzing some of the document quality and OCR in analyzing if the type of information you are expecting is in the document. So for example, if it's an ID and you don't have like certain keywords of IDs, or the picture is not in there, then we reject automatically the documentation.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So your system actually scans the documents and does some analysis of the actual content?
Yes, it's a very simple analysis. We mostly focus on putting the documentation together because, for example, I'll give you a brief example. In the hospitals we work in, they serve 400 patients every day, where they have to handle 5 or 6 documents to get money from the insurance companies. So it's a lot of documents, and the process is very complicated. So our tool mostly handles the flow of the documents and gathering the documents and the very simple validations. So like if the quality is incorrect, we gather that. We don't really analyze, for example, if a customer is credit worthy, but we make sure that the documentation the human gets to analyze it is validated, correct, readable, and has the characteristics of what you are looking for.
3 quick questions. What's your revenue? What's the makeup of your team, and how do you exit this business? How do we get our money back if we invest?
So we are currently in our monthly revenue is it's around $15,000. So we are a team of 6. So my founder was a loan broker. Me, I'm the CTO. So before this, I was working with apps that had millions of users. So we're not afraid of traction. And the biggest exit we are looking for is basically just having a company like Blend. When they Blend in the US expands to South America, they for sure will want all our customers.
Thank you for an excellent presentation. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll just leave my contact information in the chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roberto. So we should head to the next participant, which is from the startup Kinsu. Please, Matthias, the floor is yours.
Hi, how are you? Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, we can see, please.
Okay, perfect. Well, first, let me thank you for your time. Kinsu is in the insurtech industry, deploying first in Mexico. Sorry. And through the development of a technological solution, we will reinvent the perception of the different actors involved in the commercialization of insurance for the new generation of buyers, the new generation of sellers.
I'm sorry, sir. Sir, I'm sorry. I don't see your presentation.
You don't see my presentation? Is anyone else seeing it, or
yes, I see.
no one?
Yeah, we can see.
All right, never mind. It's on my end.
It should be a local issue. Everybody can see the presentation.
Ah, okay, okay. Okay, so through the development of a technological solution, we will reinvent the perception of the different actors involved in the commercialization of insurance for the new generation of buyers, for the new generations of sellers becoming a gig economy opportunity, and as a software service for traditional agents and insurance companies. 93% of households in Mexico do not have insurance, when 34 million homes in Mexico have seismic and meteorological risks. And there are 20 million vehicles that don't have insurance. Keep in mind that motor insurance is mandatory in Mexico. Also, only 6% of Mexico's population have health insurance. There are over 48 million young adults in the country, and they hold potential for increased uptake of insurance products. And there are over 28 million households, and their income levels are above 2 minimum salaries. So this is a serviceable, available market. The problem is that insurance is not relevant for Mexicans, mainly because of who is trying to sell that insurance to them. There are over 50% of citizens with informal employment, especially women. 57% of Mexican women work in informal jobs. 9 million of Mexican women earn little over 2 minimum salaries, and 1.5 million of Mexican women does not receive any income at all. And independent agents, whose average age is 57 years old, use inefficient selling methods like manual quoting or manual buying processes. So our value proposition is to become relevant to the next generation of buyers and build a new equation of trust, where the products are offered by key opinion leaders, by one of their own to one of their own. We want to develop individuals in the insurance business, generating a new source of formal income, helping social and financial inclusion, especially in women. And we want to create a tangible value for the traditional agents. Let them safely manage all applications under one beautifully designed, user-centered ecosystem where no potential customer gets unattended. Our monetization model varies according to the type of agent. We have a commission type monetization model. On Quinsu sellers, we get 100% of the commission. On the Comisión Nacional agents of Mexico, we get from 15 to 25% of the product commission. And on these individual as agents, we get 100% of the commission for 8 months. We are offering a technological solution and a new business model when all of our competitors don't do both. They are either a multi-quote page or some kind of software as a service for agents. Our deployment plan starts in Mexico and expands to Brazil, Colombia, and Spain over the next 3 years. And this is our income projection only in Mexico in US dollars. So with your help and a fantastic team with experience on insurance, data science, and software development, we can become a power playing, promoting social and financial inclusion for a lot of people. Okay, so thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Matthias. Please, you're free for questions.
There, it's Keith. I have a question regarding your, I just so happen to be in Mexico at the moment. So, and I travel to a few of the other locations that you're targeting. So, you know, look, this is a very costly proposition for awareness and for acquisition. So what are your plans for, you know, getting the word out there and being able to scale?
Yeah. Oh, of course, yes. As you said, and as I mentioned before, in Mexico, there's a really big problem of communication because the Mexicans don't trust on the sellers of the insurance. Let's keep in mind that the average agent age is 57 years old, and they are like too far from the perception of the public. So our opportunity that we are presenting is letting people use Quinsu as a gig economy. Like instead of getting in the car and driving 10 hours a day or getting in a bike to get a delivery, this is a new source of income. And when a key opinion leader of one of your own is selling you or telling you about the insurance, I think that is much more likely for the buyer to actually purchase the product.
So you're basically,
also
so you're basically looking to do influencer outreach type campaigns?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
With the hook that we are letting the people have an extra income in a country, or starting in a country where informal jobs are above 50%.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer. Thank you.
Matthias, this is Go ahead.
Please.
Matthias, this is Jordan. Just follow up on Keith. As I heard you speak, my impression was, if there's so many people without insurance, is this a very difficult market to penetrate. So have you done any market validation? Have you done any experiments to see? And tell us more about that. Tell us a bit more about that content.
Yes, I'll tell you a little bit about the team. We have, well, one of our founders has a lot of experience in the insurance business. He has over 15 years on insurance on different countries, and we also have a lot of experience in data science. We already have a lot of information of Mexican population and on their habits and how to communicate to them. So we believe that with this change, that it's something that our competitors don't do. They just like bring in a software as a service, but they don't change the core. That is that the people in Mexico don't believe in what the banks are selling or the insurance companies are selling. So we know that when a key opinion leader, one of your own, sorry.
Don't worry about it, Matthias. No, don't worry about it. Keep everything going.
Sorry. So when a key opinion leader or one of your own is selling you something, and remember, in Mexico, like there are 34 million homes where they have seismic risk, where they have meteorological risk, where motor insurance is mandatory, and there are over 20 million vehicles that don't have insurance at all.
I'm going to interrupt you. I'm sorry. You are dodging the question. I'm asking, have you done any market validation? Have you tested out this theory that the individual can have a better luck selling insurance to the individual as opposed to a company?
Okay, no, we don't have a test done, but as I mentioned before, we have information about the habits and the way of buying and the population of Mexico, but we don't have a test done. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, this is Keith. Real quickly, do you have any estimate on what your acquisition cost is?
No, we don't have. I don't have it at the time, but if you want, we can follow up that question afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
Any traction you can share with us related to any sales, any customer conversion, number of leads that converted? Give us more information. We want to believe in you, but we're struggling.
Okay. So we are trying to get in the first year to 500 sellers, 500 individuals trying to sell Kinsu, where we got the commission for the first 8 months. And we also have EFTs of our own that are going to sell the insurance. So we are our first year, or in 2021, we are how do you say? We are sorry, I'm trying to know the word. We are projecting to have an income of around $300,000, and that will be exponential year after year because of the word of mouth. Like when more people are knowing that this is an opportunity to get an extra income, and they reach out, this is like more a word of mouth, and we are
understood.
Okay.
Understood. Is this $300,000 GMV or is this actual income?
No, it's revenue.
Got it. Thank you. Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Matthias. It was a great presentation and great answers. So we go ahead to the next startup, which is Lemon Cash. Please, the floor is yours.
Hi, how are you? I'm Alan. I'm one of the founders of Lemon Cash, the gateway to the new economy. We come here to revolutionize the digitalization of money and commerce in Latin America. Basically, the COVID pandemic has stressed even further the cracks in the current financial system. 70% of Latin Americans are unbanked or underbanked, and more than 90% of commerce is physically done. The need for digital money has never been so important. And in the case of merchants, for instance, they are drawn by the payment processors fees that they can go up to 25% in some of the countries in Latin America. The volatility of local currencies really deprecates the ability of a merchant to save the money and to develop itself. And also the social isolation that came out of the pandemic really was a pain for people that were doing the business completely analogic, completely physical, and they didn't have the tools, neither the knowledge to go digital. So basically what we did is we managed to merge different kind of solutions, a gateway for them to be able to charge with credit and debit cards, very low fees for merchants that are inside our network, and also the possibility for merchants to swap their local currencies into stable coins directly from their business balance, so they can actually have their income in a more stable currency and not depreciate their value. What we offer basically is a QR payment system, a virtual point of service, or a physical one. It depends on the jurisdiction. Some merchants are more familiar with one or the other. We can also offer service for paying bills and services remotely, and our web checkout, which you can see here. About people, basically what we did is we merged solutions in the digital bank space. We are a completely digital bank, and we rely on local banks in every country to set up the foundations for our banking systems. We provide free payment services inside the network. For us, it's just a consolidation between two aliases if you're inside the network. So for us, it's free, of course, and for you as well. And we provide the services of investment in the traditional finance and the new digital economy in the blockchain space, all the DeFi services. You can buy and sell cryptocurrencies in less than 3 taps. You can save in stablecoins. You can invest in DeFi services. And you can benefit by the synergies between the traditional and the new. This is real. This is happening. We are a very sexy app. You can see us in many places. Simple, beautiful, powerful. And we are also creating the first crypto valley in the region in San Martín de los Andes in Argentina. Basically, what we are creating is a tech playground where a consortium of startups, institutions, and researchers can investigate the blockchain technologies and pilot test solutions with real use cases. We already have more than 600 merchants in this city that accept either fiat or crypto indistinctively. What makes us unique is basically this zero cost economy for the people inside our network, the interaction between the new, the traditional, in the banking system and in the financial system, the saving and true stable coins, the investment in DeFi services, and our own easy to set up merchant marketplace where any store that only has a physical availability can really, in 3 steps, set up their own page online and start selling online. We are scaling our base in Argentina, in Uruguay, in Ecuador, and also delivering services cross-regional in Europe. And by the year 2020, we will have a base of 60,000 merchant base and 260,000 active users transacting in our system.
Alan, your time is up here. So
thank you very much.
Please, any questions? No questions.
Sorry. Tell us, please, a bit more about your competitors and what are your differentiators?
Well, basically, our competitors are physical cash management. This is one of our competitors. Also, any other digital wallet, any other digital bank that offers services, any other traditional bank. What we do is basically we differentiate by taking the best of every one of them and pulling them into a very UX-based solution for them to be able to exploit all the possibilities inside one place.
Hi, this is Keith. I have a question regarding, and I may have missed this, how many active users do you have and what is your plan for mass adoption?
Now we already have 10,000 registered users and almost—
How many active?
Active is, activity rate is around 20% for users right now. And for merchants, it's about 60%. And we already have 800 merchants.
Okay, and what's your plan
for expansion? Basically, in the case, I will put a very simple scenario. In Uruguay next year, we already partner with a company that provides a loyalty card for merchants. They already have 30,000 merchants in their network. and they wanted to provide extra services. So basically we are taking over their service, their user base, their merchant base, and offering our service as well and doing a revenue share. In Ecuador, what we did is basically the same as with the local bank. They didn't have any presence with the B2C side. So we come there and we provide the B2C solutions for this bank, and we traction together. And in Europe, it's very similar as well. We partner up with a crypto-friendly bank that they only provide the services B2B, and we say like, let's learn together about the market, let's go B2C, and let's do revenue share with what we get.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your answers. So if nobody has questions, we go ahead to the next startup, which is Red Capital. Please join us.
Oh.
Yeah, great.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, I'm Gustavo from Red Capital. Red Capital is one of the biggest crowd lending platforms in Latin America. We focus on loans and invoice discounting to SMEs. The problem is that many SMEs don't get the money they need in bank, so they have higher rates in other financial institutions. With Red Capital, they get better rates. We have a leading position in a huge market of more than $50 billion. We have a best-in-class technology and customer experience that goes from lead generation to online information from different sources. We have online credit scoring, and if the loan is approved, it's published on the website. Then any investor can choose the loan or the invoice that they would like to invest in. Of course, we take care of collections. Our credit scoring gives us important information about the SMEs online. We charge a commission to the SMEs and to the investor. On average, we earn 2% of the amount of the loan. We offer a wide range of financial solutions to the SMEs: loans, factoring, real estate leasing, and loans to microbusiness. We have some strategic partnerships with some funds in Chile and also in Peru. We have been very successful in Chile since 2015. In 2018, we started operation in Peru. Thanks to Red Capital, SMEs have reduced their financial cost by 37%. Also, SMEs have received more than $160 million in loans, and we have less than 1% of default record. We have around $2 million of revenue run rate, and we have been growing more than 100% per year. We have important recognitions in Chile and abroad. Also, we raised $1 million last year. One key factor to our success is that the founders have different skills and knowledge, so we complement each other. In summary, we have a leading position in a huge market. We have best-in-class technology and customer experience. We have proven capacity to attract customers, and we have outstanding risk selection. With Red Capital Peru, we show we can go quickly in other countries. Red Capital will keep growing around 100% per year. Now we want to raise capital to expand to Colombia and USA. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gustavo. So, dear judge, have you any questions for our participants?
Yes. Can you tell which part of your business are person-to-person loans and which are person-to-business loans?
Around 70% is of the investor, 60% of the investor are personal investors, and 38% are funds. But we lend mainly to business. Okay. The borrower always is a business. Sometimes it's SMEs, and sometimes they're micro business. With micro business, sometimes, you know, you give the loan to the person, not to the business, because sometimes they're not enterprise as itself, you know.
And just one more question, just forget it. Sorry. What is your commission?
Yeah, we charge around 2% of the amount of the loan.
Okay.
That's the average.
Not so much, really. Great. And who were your investors in previous round?
HCS Capital.
They
are fintech specialized fund that are based in Florida.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, quick question from my side, from Ike.
Yeah, please.
Hello.
Hello.
So, yeah, hello. You're saying 150 million in loans have been processed at around 2% that you charge to both sides, or you get a total of 2%?
In total, 2%.
In total, 2%. So that means about 3 million you have in gross revenue generated by those loans.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right. Plus investment, so that's basically you have been able to cover your costs over the last 4 years or 5 years by the 3 million plus investments you already received.
Yeah, I from 2015 till 2018, we have blue numbers. We earn money, just a few, but we earn money. As we get money, we invest, you know, in marketing, in growing.
Okay.
But in 2019, we raised money, so we invest to grow faster in Chile and also in Peru.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and one more question. So you have a marketplace, so you need to both find people who want to invest money or loan money, as well as people that want to receive money.
Yeah.
So what is more difficult for you? Is it easier for you to get the people that want a loan, or people that want to give money and earn interest?
Yeah, the people that want to borrow money is more difficult because our credit scoring, you know, we reject around 70% of the money they ask. So it's more difficult to get that kind of customer, you know. But always we have to be in the balance, you know. We have to, don't forget the investor size, because when we invest to get more SMEs, we have to be sure to get the money to lend them. But if you want to know the more difficult, yeah, is to get the correct SMEs.
Okay.
But during this time, you know, with the COVID, also we keep with a good track record. Our default record keep almost the same because we fine tune our risk predictor.
Okay.
Do you have any numbers on your CAC, on your conversion?
Yeah, our CAC is around $8,000. $800 is our CAC.
All right.
Yeah, and the relationship between lifetime value and CAC is about 3.5 times.
When do you become profitable?
Yeah, the thing is, now that we are going to grow to other countries, we're thinking in being profitable in 3 more years. Even though if we stop growing, we can be profitable right now. Because it is, you know, it's a lot of our cost is on marketing and also in develop new countries, technology, and we are integrated with different sources of information. And to open a new country, you need to do that kind of integration. We work with APIs, and our platform is a software as a service platform. So it's very easy to do, but you need to invest to do it.
Hi, this is Keith. I have a question. What is the funds that you're looking to raise? Just give us the allocation in terms of how much is going towards development, how much is going towards marketing, etc.
Is that a red card or is that a yellow card?
Yeah, of the money we want to raise, I will say is.
Are we supposed to talk about funding? I don't want to get you in trouble, Alexander.
No, I'm not asking about funding. I'm just asking the allocation. Is it, 80% going to marketing? Is it 20 to development? I'm just trying to get an idea of how you're going to divide up the money.
So let's ask the question differently. If you want to spend money, where would you spend your money on? How about that, Keith?
50% of the money is going to marketing. Around 30% is going to development, and 20% is going to the cost of going to other countries, the regulational cost, the traveling, etc.
Right. Okay. And then you have another 30. Another 30%.
It's like 50 in marketing,
okay.
30 in development, and 20 on open new countries.
Okay. Thank you.
What's the cost to stand up a country? What's the cost to start a country market or a market in a country to you?
Around $1 million. That's what we have in Peru. And we know, for example, Colombia will be more or less the same. We're going to Colombia and then to USA. We already have the LLC created in USA. So it will be more or less the same money. But Mexico, we're waiting because we need to know how much money we're going to raise, because Mexico, because of the regulation, is more expensive. It's like $1 million to start operation over there.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Gustavo, for your answers. We should keep going to the next startup, which is Aracar Group. Please. The floor is yours.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I share the screen?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, it's not showing the screen. Okay. So Aracar Group has developed a secured credit scoring focused on originating auto loans and servicing them that uses a point-of-sale network for the dealerships. We approve a far larger universe of applicants for car loans than the traditional banks are doing. And that is due to our secured credit score works on the risk of the loan and not simply the risk of the borrower. We've also created a lot of financial inclusion products to create credit for people that are underbanked and don't have access to financing via the normal system due to their type of income. Our business is focusing now on expanding into Brazil after we have originated about $7 million of loans in Argentina and have a very stress-tested portfolio and scoring system that has worked. In Brazil, the vast majority of the population does not have access to used car financing, which is the focus of our business. The dealerships are massively fragmented, don't have access to many of the services available from a means of technology to greatly enhance their sales. So we use a point-of-sale network that provides dealership services to help them, and a scoring system to help them understand customers, as well as the end customer receiving a loan to purchase a vehicle, which greatly increases the purchasing power for a number of consumers. The business works, which is just tremendous. About $20 billion a year is being financed, and another $20 billion is eligible for financing. About 5 million vehicles a year in Brazil that the purchaser does not have access to credit, but would be eligible using our system. As I said, we approve about 50% of the used car loan applications compared to the banks at around 25. And this is 5 million vehicles. So our point of sale dealership services provide for rapid growth. The dealerships love our services because we're helping them buy and sell cars. That's a critical part of our business. and they get to know their customer instantly. It's a little CRM, so it helps them on online sales, everything in terms of increasing dealership on traffic, and we see all that data as well. The unit economics, our business has a point of sale and origination fees, and thus we're paying commissions based on the loans actually being issued, so there's not a huge marketing cost embedded in the system. The revenues, origination fees are about 5% of the loan value, and the traditional loan is about 50% loan to value. We approach our customers as our partners, and our goal is to keep the defaults low. Our average defaults are around 4%, and this is a big focus. Unlike the banks, we don't want your credit being ruined, and we work with you as a customer to make sure you stay on time and have a loan that's affordable, which is critical to our business. This is an explosive business in Brazil because lending capital is freely available, unlike Argentina. And we outsource a lot of the services so we can grow this business very fast. We've set up with Fintech in Brazil, which handles all the loan administration, loan servicing, collections, and such. So we're focusing on the loan originations and our customer support businesses for the dealership services.
So
milestones in...
Yeah, your time is up.
Okay.
Could you finish? Thank you so much. And we should go to the questions of our judge.
Explain, please, why is your system so smart? Why it predicts default so good?
Because the traditional credit scoring systems look at the risk of the borrower, and we're looking at the risk of the asset. By adjusting the loan to value, where a person has real skin in the game, it impacts their behavioral output, such as in the 2008 crisis, car loans performed much better than many other types of unsecured lending because people want to keep their car, and especially in Latin American emerging markets. So the focus is keeping the loan to value at a lower level that makes their performance significantly different than how they would be for unsecured lending.
Okay, and tell us about your traction in terms of money, please. So what is your revenue?
Sure. So in Argentina, we went up to 200 dealerships very fast. The acceptance of our loan offers was approximately 30% of the applicants accepted our loan offer. The issue in Argentina is lending capital. Unfortunately, the macro situation in Argentina remains horrible with high inflation, now currency controls. So our business was limited from attracting lending capital because we run a business where the equity is raised for working capital and such, and we don't want to use equity to fund the loan business. That comes from a lending facility. And that's not operational, unfortunately, in Argentina with the current situation. So we are setting up deals in Argentina to originate loans directly to the banks for them so that we can ramp that up. And that's why we're focused on Brazil now.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer.
Russell, this is Jordan. You're based, where's your company based?
So our company's main number of employees are in Argentina.
No, the headquarters, the legal entity, where is it?
So we have the legal entity for Brazil is in the United States, and for Argentina it's in Canada. And
so you are a U.S. or Canadian investment? Am I investing in a U.S. company or Canadian?
For Brazil, you're investing in a U.S. company, Delaware LLC.
And the expansion out of Brazil, is it going to through the same company or some different entity?
Through the U.S. company.
Okay. And I don't hear your top line revenue numbers. Do you have numbers for us?
So the top line, we originate 7 million loans. The top line figures are about $2 million total in terms of servicing
and the
revenues.
forecast for, what's the forecast for 21, sir?
Well, for 21, you're looking at, revenues of close to $5 million.
Okay. Thank you. And I assume you're profitable by now.
The business is profitable, but our fixed costs are higher. So the underlying, the variable business is extremely profitable. We have a much larger, we have close to 50 employees.
And I trust you're not South American from your accent.
I am from the United States. That's correct.
Okay. Don't cheat. Come to North America next time. Don't be cheating going South America. Come and play with the big boys here too. Come on, Russell.
We have a co-founder from Argentina. We have a very large women's empowerment. So I'm more on the numbers person.
Thank you.
I have one more question, sorry, to Russell. Russell, so you were mentioning that there are two companies, one in the US, one in Canada, one for Brazil, one in Argentina. So the numbers you presented, as far as I understand, they are for the existing business in Argentina. But the business that you are looking for investment for seems to be the business in Brazil. So there seems to be two separate businesses. One has been going. You're citing the numbers from that business in Argentina, but in fact, investors are investing in the Brazilian company. Did I understand that correctly?
So the Argentina, so there's a lot of interest, I think, in Brazil, and a lot of people don't want money if they invest into us to be used into Argentina, quite frankly. So the money is being segregated, it's raised, so it will only be used for Brazil. The Canadian holding company owns the US entity, which will be receiving the investments directly, but this has been something that was suggested to us for that reason.
Yeah, but just to make sure, so basically the investor would get shares only in the company for Argentina, only the company for Brazil, which you're just about to set up.
They're buying the US holding company, which owns 100% of the operating company in Brazil. And they will then get future expansion for other countries.
Okay, so basically Argentina is totally separate. So the numbers from Argentina, they predict what's going to happen in what might happen in Brazil, but an investor is not investing in the company in Argentina.
That is correct. They're getting the technology assets that we created in Argentina. To be more, they are getting the technology assets are all being transferred. So they own the technology assets. They just don't own the car loan assets and the problems you inherit in Argentina right now with the current government.
And just to be sure, the revenues you mentioned to Jordan coming from Argentina or from Brazil or both, or?
So only from Argentina. Brazil, we're finalizing the FDIC now. And we'll be, the floor plan financing for the dealerships. As soon as we finalize lending capital, we'll be beginning sometime before the end of this year.
Right, and the regulation in Brazil, are you working on this?
So we're already all set up with an originator bank and stuff, so that's not an issue for us.
Okay, is that a yes, or are you working on it?
No, we're set up. We're set up. Yeah. It's the technology integration component.
Because the question that right now we have 742 fintechs in Brazil, but only 18 regulated. But the others need a financial institution behind. So you leave a lot of money on the table because you need these other companies together. In your case, you're gonna use a financial institution too in the very first beginning, then you go for the next steps. That's what you mean?
Yes, the origination fees are going to be about 80 basis points using the financial institution, and it takes about 6 to 9 months for us to be formally included, so we don't have to use an originator bank.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Russell. And it was our last startup for today's event. I would like to thank all the participants for your presentations. And also I wish the best of luck to all of us, because in a couple of minutes we will find out who is our winner of Unicorn Battle in South America.
Absolutely. Thank you, Julia, so much for this wonderful event. And the more I listen to the startups, it's like giving us hard time to identify what territory the startup belongs to. Maybe, Alexander, next season will be universal battle, right? Without like this distinction between the continents, because continents are too small for unicorn battles already.
Maybe Anna will organize Galaxy Battle.
Galaxy Battle. Yeah, why not? Yeah, Elon Musk already is doing the spaceships affordable, so why don't
just invite some aliens to our battles.
Yeah, it would be really interesting startup, I bet. Dear judges, you have 1 minute to finish voting or change your marks if you would like to. Please help us to identify who is the winner so we can take him to our Unicorn Cup, and he will be presenting South America in FinTech to all the top VCs and private investors we're going to have at our finals. And while you are doing that, please pay attention that also our winner will be invited to VC House, right, Alexander?
Absolutely. So usually we invite, or every time we invite winner to come to our VC House, so we can understand more about the startup, because we have almost 1 hour to talk. And so if you are the VC and you want to talk with this startup more, please join us. Our Chief Operational Officer, Natasha, will invite the winner. She will write the letter to him. And if you are VC, you can just talk to Natasha and she will give you details. Anna?
Thank you, Alexander. And also, we would like to ask you your opinion. We had been doing this poll already all over the world. We had done it in Asia, in Australia, in Europe, and now it's turn of South America. Our American friends, please pretend to be experts on South American investments. Yes, I did. I got it right. Girls, can we have a poll? Please point out what industry do you think is the top industry in terms of investing into startups? Just choose the industry or industries you believe in the most and press submit.
It seems for me, Anna, that if we have a fintech battle, usually fintech is #1 in the rating. If we have health tech battle, so health tech industry is the #1 in the rating. So let's check my thoughts.
Yeah, I see your point, and you are probably right. But let's wait and see.
Anything can happen, yeah?
Yes, I have something under my sleeve. I will tell you some more
Okay.
about that afterwards. Okay, girls, do you know who the winner is? Because I also would love to see that. I was
just a minute. We are still waiting for the result. It's still
okay. They were quite really interesting battle in terms of the different startups from different countries, but a really strong one. Yes. So, do we have the result?
Yeah, I have. So the third place of our today's unicorn battle in South America is the Aracar Group. So my congratulations to Aracar Group. The third place is yours.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So please do your applause. And the second place is for Expediente Azul. Expediente Azul. The second place is yours. Yeah. We're happy to. And the winner of today's unicorn battle is Red Capital. My congratulations. So Red Capital, the first place.
Do we have the results, girls, published?
Yeah, we can. Can you share?
Yes, we have already.
Okay. Yeah,
so
I see that.
Everybody can see it.
Yeah, the result is on our website.
So congratulations to Red Capital. We'll see you in finals, where you'll be competing with the representatives of FinTech from other continents. And the girls will contact you and tell you all the details.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Thank you. Great job.
And for the event.
And now I would love to see the results of the poll. Can we see it? Yes, Alexander, you are right. But look, health tech is almost outperformed the fintech. It's just
No, not even close.
Oh, come on.
Not even close. There's no almost in there.
64. Okay.
6 points can change the election of the country of the United States. What are you talking about?
6 plus 4 is 10, and 5 plus 7 is 12.
My red card right here.
Okay, we'll have a lesson of mathematics later on, but I would like to share something that I just found. Look at this, guys. If we look at the map of Latin American investment, you can see that startups by country, Brazil outperforms all other countries, right? And if we look at the industries, fintech outperforms all the other industries. Do you agree with these statistics? What do your personal statistics show? In your investments in Latin America, did you mostly invest in like Brazilian startups? Do your personal opinion contradict to these statistics?
Can you show once more, Anna?
Again? Okay.
And these statistics is before pandemic here or after pandemic?
Well, it is on the, yes, it is before the total global lockdown. It is like February 2020.
Right.
Okay,
because I see during the pandemic, the edtech and healthcare, they skyrocket.
Bloom, really? Do you think that pandemic changed the picture drastically?
For edtech, for sure, and also for healthcare. I don't see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm getting older. I can see the whole graphic here.
You cannot? Maybe
it's
I
a
can
little
make
bit
smaller. Where I lost the picture. Well, anyways, it's online. Something goes wrong. Well, it was e-commerce, health tech, and marketplace is almost the same. Fintech, like the first place, SaaS goes the second place, but fintech outperforms all the other industries. Like maybe health tech, I agree with Marcela greatly, because like when we did our coronavirus battle in South America, right, we saw many startups like in health tech and many investors interested in this area, but did enough time had been already spent on that for investors to change their mind?
Anna, it seems for me our coronavirus battles did not help too much, because you know we have a second wave today.
Well, we need some time. Like people are still do not believe in the startup the way they believe in like in traditional medicine, something like that. Like if some government will start investing in the startups as much as they invest in like the traditional medicine, we will see many changes happening faster, because startups are implementing their products much faster than traditional businesses do. That's what I think. So please tell us, Aldo, please tell us how it's like in Peru, like what your industry, top industry in Peru.
Well, actually, as you were mentioning, it was a break between before and after the pandemic. And the fintech market is growing a lot, and most of the areas that we were covered today, we are growing. There is an expectation about crypto. I saw Lemonade. There were 3 presenters, no? Or there were just one with 2 little guys. And that is very interesting, because a lot of people is going through cryptocurrency and wallets, and I think that is most interesting business in fintechs that we will develop in the near future.
Yes, I believe in crypto also.
But Aldo, what is the #1 industry in Peru today? It's health tech. Is it health tech?
Health tech, yeah, grew a lot. Most of the, because of the COVID, doctors, but not all the doctors, but psychological treatments and other patients started using Zoom, for example. But there also were a couple of startups investing in not just the Zoom. They put some value added with like a whiteboard, with a recipe, with so they can share that with the pharmacy. So a lot of innovation in that. Yes, but fintech is always is the biggest, no? From my point of view, I am also focusing in fintech. And Alan, I saw you now. You're hidden with your little guys. Great presentation. But I will say something, that all of you did a great presentation, but only one is the winner. But you know, go and keep going, because all of those startups are very brilliant. Go for that.
Thank you, Aldo. Yes, everyone should put as much effort as they can, and the winning is like the way of life, right, for the startups. But I see Matthew had already plugged in. Can you tell us about Brazil? It's like has pandemic changed drastically the picture that we saw? Like we saw February 2020, the fintech industry was the top industry for investments. Has it changed right now?
No, not really. Not really. It's a pretty strong, the investments right now. There is a very interesting company here that follows up very closely the venture capital movement. It's called Distrito, and they actually shown record investments the last 2-3 months. It's amazing. I believe the digitalization trends has pushed a lot of movements in investments here. Fintechs is one very strong. We are seeing a lot of HR techs going on here in Brazil right now. A lot of people in the HR related investments, but fintechs by far, the rounds, the sizes, and the disruption. What's going on?
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. That's good that we did fintech battle, right, Alexander?
Yeah.
And now we know much more about South American fintech, as we did in the beginning of our battle, right? So I would like to encourage everyone to join us. Next, our point is North America. We are moving to the north, and we'll be testing USA and Canadian startups. It will be a general battle. Can you share screen, Julia, with us about the battles we're gonna have? And then also we have some, okay, I'll do it. We'll have a fintech battle in Asia and Australia. So we'll see what startups in fintech will be in Asia and Australia present in this region in our Unicorn Cup. So everybody is welcome to join us. Thank you, girls. It was a great battle.
Thank you.
See you all in North America on Thursday. And next week will be a week of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to have 3 battles in 1 week. Don't miss it. Stay with us. It's getting more and more interesting as time approaches for our finals. So 20th of November will be our finals, and see you all online. Join us.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, judges.
Thank you, Alexander. Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Anna. Great organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Wonderful to see you,
everyone.
Aldo. Thank you,
Bye.
Matthew. See you online.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, girls, for support. Great battle.
Thank you so much.